What have been some of the pressures that you guys have had to avoid, or what are ways that you've maintained that culture and made sure that that's core to what you are? I think that's one of the things as an entrepreneur that's really challenging. You bring in new people, you grow, you have more people adding, and it's really hard to kind of keep true to that culture that once was you and two partners
Yeah.
in front of a whiteboard. How do you maintain that as you scale?
Well, I think part of it is leading by example. No task is beneath any of us.
Yeah,
I will take out trash. I will go on to the range with our guys when we have instructors for that kind of stuff. But I'll go out and I'll shoot with them and I'll clean weapons with them and pick up brass or carry ammunition or whatever needs to get done. And when they see there's PT tests and things like that, I go do those PT tests with the guys sometimes. Just to be present and to show up and to
yeah,
show that none of this is beneath any of us. And so if I'm willing to carry heavy boxes, they should be willing to carry heavy boxes.
yeah,
And so that's part of it. Another part of it is, letting them know what right looks like through example and training. And then when someone isn't having feedback mechanisms to monitor our leadership and our teammates, and if someone isn't living up to mission focus and respect, how can we look into the root cause and maybe help counsel them and coach them into being what they need to be to stay on this team? And if they're not willing or able to do that for whatever reason, then they don't get to stay on this team because it's like triage. You have to do the most good for the most people.
yeah, yeah. That's a hard thing to stay true to. It's a real challenge, I think, as you build startups. It's easy to just say, well, let's give them another chance, and that becomes five chances and 10
Well,
chances, and yeah,
I'll give an example. Well, we had a guy who our back office is about 50% women. HR, accounting, all kinds of various functions, right? And this one guy, he just had this thing about women in the workplace, and he felt like women should be home having babies and all this stuff, and he was kind of vocal about that. And he was a decent, project management level guy in terms of his job, but basically the three partners, we just called him in and sat him down and said, look, your values are very different from our values, and those aren't going to change, and so you're just going to have to go work somewhere else. That's all there is to it. He's
yeah,
like, yeah, but I'm doing a good job. I'm like, you're fine at your project management role, but you're souring the entire workforce in our back office, and
yeah,
that's not healthy, and you're going to have to go. And so that's it. We have a non-disparage policy. And so we're not going to your career is yours to go make. We're not going to go hurt that. And so that's just an example. You have to walk the talk, and that
yeah.
means getting rid of people who cannot be mission focused and respectful.